Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be the 1 year update on the SSK Z5. We're going to be comparing it to the 44 Pro Signature Series infield glove. They're both the same size. We have questions here from my comments and a few other people from Instagram and YouTube. And I'll be addressing one of the comments that someone made about the comparison. So, yeah. So, first, let's compare it to this. Compare this to Signature Series. This one is completely broken in to a point. The leather is softer than the 44, but they're pretty much the same break-in at least. And yeah, so this is the best comparison actively. Yeah, so pertaining to the web, or let's I'm gonna do questions now. Pertaining to the web, seems more exposed than most pitching gloves. Do you think hitters will see the grips through the web? It's not a pitching glove. I bought it for pitching, but we didn't. It's not a pitching glove. I wanted a purple SSK, and the only one that was in purple was this infield glove. And to be honest, you can sink the ball in. For right now, or for throwing, you can hide it pretty well for the most part, whatever. Is like right here we have a slider grip, splitter. So to a degree, it kind of can bury it, like especially if you're doing it like this, you won't be able to see it. And I've been able to use this glove in 2022 and last year without any issue of hitters seeing it. How does the comfortability compare to the other gloves with the thumb area being specifically noted? It's comfortable-ish. You kind of have to strain your hand a little bit to actually get a grip on it. But once it's like broken into your hand, it kind of molds a little bit to it. This one's a bad example. For whatever reason, this one just won't work, and it won't like fit to my hand like this one does. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't use it too much, or really at all, but I just do that. It's very loose around the thumb, especially compared to this glove. This one has a little bit of a tight hold, so it helps you grip the glove a little bit better. But with this one, it's looser, so you have to strain a little bit to hold on to it. What does it cost? Now it is $99.95 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. Same for the other SSK colors of the Z5. I think the Z7 is a little bit more. The price actually went down in the year that I've had this glove, or we bought it, because we bought it for $120 each. So $120 each, about $240, which is wild. But that's kind of like the price for an entire 44 glove, with all these customizations or whatever. But yeah, so right now it's $99. Could a 12-year-old fit it? Yes, to an extent. I don't think, because I don't really have that huge of hands, but I have um, larger hands than a 12-year-old. Well, granted, 12-year-olds are huge nowadays. But um, with a little bit smaller fingers, I would definitely have a little bit more trouble gripping the glove and keeping it on my hand, because it's definitely, so without any like hold on it, and same thing. So put that into perspective. The is the opening a narrow fit? No ish. When you're wide like this, it presses out against the web. You have the fur, which kind of helps it hold on, but it widens it up, and it's easier to, yeah, like completely open. If you're lunging for a ball, it's starting to, there you go. Do you have any tips to make the wrist opening smaller? No, personally, no. Mainly because I don't really use this glove too much. Because the purpose of me getting it was not able to be done. But I think, and that's without using a batting glove. If you're not a fan of wearing batting gloves under a glove, which I get, I hate wearing batting gloves under a glove to make the glove hold or whatever. I had to do it one outing with the Japan Select, my lefty one, back in season 2, and I just personally didn't like it. It feels weird, so I definitely get it. I would say maybe get a wristband. Maybe get a wristband and like hold it down or whatever. But honestly, you should be fine. Just hold on to it, to be honest. This is where a little bit of a controversial thing was. I didn't get this comment notification. How does it compare to the Heart of the Hide and the A2000? I said it was a. Now this was just got in. Nothing really worked on it or whatever. How does it compare to Heart of the Hide? I said that it was like a cheaper version of the Heart of the Hide. I have never owned a Heart of the Hide or a A2000, but I will say that when I worked back at DBAT, there was the leather feel. It feels like a Heart of the Hide. Saying that though, with more work, it is a very, it's like the Walmart version of a Heart of the Hide. It's quality for the price. Obviously, a Heart of the Hide is like $400, $500, which is stupid to be honest. But for a $99 glove, it's alright. I don't think that if it was a little bit more stiffer and wasn't worked on too much, it would have been a little bit more higher quality. But the guy in the comment was right. It doesn't really compare to the Heart of the Hide. But then again, I can't really say anything about a Heart of the Hide. And yeah, how heavy is it? It's pretty light now. With the strain of your hand having to hold on, it's a little bit difficult. Like right now, I had to pop my knuckles because of how like hard I have to hold it or whatever. So this glove is this glove is a 17.6 ounce glove. This one and this one, This one's lighter. So it's lighter than a Japan Select. And so about like 11 to 14 ounces, I'd guess. Um, it's not heavy at all. It's pretty easy to move around and all that. So, yeah, it's definitely, yeah, it's lighter than a Signature Series as well. How does the leather feel? Um, like I said earlier, immediately out of the box or out of the bag, it felt, the leather felt um, like a full, like my Signature Series, like this one. It felt like this, but now it's definitely worn. Um, it's definitely softer. So in comparison, I think it's probably closer to the 44 mini glove, the infield trainer, which still is pretty quality for what it's worth, but it's definitely not heart of the hide material. If you had the budget to say, or if you had the budget, say $120, would you buy the Z5 again or another glove? Would you go with another glove? Personally, um, I'd for $120, I like this glove. This glove is nice for what its purpose is. It's definitely an infield glove, um, and the technology right here that stops the baseball is pretty good. But personally, I would go with another glove. I'd go with a C2 series from 44. So $185 without a sale and without any special things. So I think with one with like the highest amount of customization, it would be less than $200, I think. I haven't really put that to the test, but I would definitely get a C2 series for just the customization of it. And you get your name, which is a thing that I wish SSK America did. I'm not sure if SSK Japan does it, but you should be able to customize this more often. Shipping, it took about a week for it to come in. We ordered it on March 17th and it was delivered on March 23rd. And then the big question, SSK versus 44, which do I prefer? So originally I said that that the SSK was my favorite glove outside of the outside of a 44. Customization wise, I would go with 44. Obviously, there is no debate that I would go for a 44. Other than that, once both of them are broken into my liking, I'd go with 44. It definitely wears out over time, and I'm not saying that it's a bad glove. It's a great glove for someone who is starting out but has a big budget. I wouldn't say it's, like I said, I wouldn't say it's heart of the hide material or A2000. I don't know what the hell I was thinking back last year, but he's right. It doesn't compare to a heart of the hide or A2000. It compares to a what's it called? The infield trainer, and that's $85. So about $15 more, and you got a full size glove, which it holds up. It doesn't really hurt when you palm it, and you palm it a lot. And that's made out of the same material as the gloves, just extremely softened. So definitely go with a 44. It's not a bad glove. If you're starting baseball and you want a higher quality glove but don't want to spend $200, go with this one. If you're on a budget and in college, go with a SSK. But if you're sponsored by a college that'll buy your glove for you, go with 44. There's no really denying that 44 is better than the SSK Z5, and that's just saying this glove alone. There is no comparison when it comes to the Z7 or the Z9, because I have not had those yet. I don't plan on getting those, but I'd assume, like I assumed last year, that the quality would get better. Or in this case, the quality would be the same, just less work would have been done to it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about the Z5 or the 44 Pro infield glove or the infield trainer or any of my gloves, let me know. I will respond to any and everyone that asked a question. And yeah, so updates. Day after tomorrow on the 23rd is the special vlog. I'm very excited for that. Around April 1st through the 5th, we'll be tier listing the MLB spring training and batting practice hats, as I will be getting another hat. I know I don't need any more hats, but it is what it is. The gray one looks nice, so we got the gray one. The Ohtani jersey still isn't in. I heard about this controversy that's happening, and all I gotta say about it is that I want my jersey delivered before he gets banned. If he gets banned. I don't think that Ohtani is going to be touched, though. I think he makes the league way too much money for him to just be banned like that. Yes, Pete Rose was Pete Rose, but it's difficult to think that, like, how Ohtani will be dealt with if it's revealed that he did anything. So, yeah. So, again, thank you for watching. Goodbye. And yeah, see you in the next video day after tomorrow. Bye.